Welcome everybody to the Washington Nationals MLB 26 franchise. We are at opening day. First game that we're going to be defending our World Series title. Paul Skenes, our newest free agent acquisition, our new ace of the staff, on the mound today against the Astros and Logan Gilbert. Before we get into the game, I want to run over our lineups real quick, our rotations, get everything set to go. We can jump right in the game from there. And I also want to get Jeff Ullman's Major League debut in this episode, so we may cut out some of the dead action in the opening day game and even in his start. We want to cover a little bit more in this episode than we usually do. So let's hop in first to our lineups. Against righties, this is what we're going to look like. We're going to jump Eli all the way up to number 2 to drop Buxton to 4, Langford to 6. And we're going to have Dunbar in the lineup against righties. He's going to play third base over Okamoto. We're going to bat him 9th. Not that he can't hit higher in the order, but I want to space out all the lefties as much as possible and give us a little pop at the bottom. Against lefties, Buxton goes to 2. Okamoto comes in to play third. Bats cleanup. Langford in left field batting 6th. CJ jumps to 5. Dunbar's going to play DH, and Vinny's going to go to the bench because he has 65 contact. Dunbar has 73. And we don't lose hardly anything on the clutch rating there. So I'm just going to play it by ear. Earlier in the season, Dunbar struggles. We'll get Vinny back in the lineup every day. Okamoto back in the lineup every day and go from there. But Dunbar can also play all 3 outfield spots, first and third, so he's got a lot of position flexibility. On the pitching rotation side, this is what we're going with. Skenes, McClanahan, Singer, Horton, Ullman, Roki the long reliever. And this is what we have over here with Sterner and Fairbanks as our setup guys. Sterner actually does well against lefties, so I have no problem bringing him in against lefties. Let these guys pitch earlier in the game. Loma Vida is going to be our backup catcher. Tania was out of options. Seaver King had options, so we're going to go with Jose Tania as our backup infielder. Denzel Clark is our 5th outfielder. And some guys had to go through waivers. Christian Franklin, Brock Wilkin, Cole Henry, Andre Granillo, Andrew Alvarez. They all had to go through waivers to get down, so hopefully they will now get claimed. But yeah, let's get into this opening day game. Paul Skenes against Logan Gilbert and the Astros. And there we are, bright sunshiny day here in Washington, D.C. as our Nationals try to defend their world championship. Just saw as they beat the Red Sox, got revenge. Now they welcome the Houston Astros, talent-laden team, into town. Fans are excited. I'm excited. Can't wait to get my hands on Paul Skenes in this game and see how he does. There he is, the big man. See his numbers last season, 2-time Cy Young Award winner. Lots of strikeouts. You know that's going to stay the same when I'm on the mound. First up is going to be veteran shortstop Jeremy Pena, and the first pitch of the season. And for Skenes as a National, is a swing and a miss on the sweeper and strike 1. Good start already. 2-2 count now on Pena, and the pitch. Here's a shot down a right field line. It's going to drop and get down into the corner. Pena is going to be on with an extra base hit, and that's how we start this season. Inside out, drives that outside pitch. Now the Astros have a man in scoring position already. Had him set up for the strikeout. See this replay. Just pulls his hands in and shoots it down that right field line. That'll bring in Carlos Correa, the veteran third baseman. Almost said shortstop. 3-2 count on him. And strike 3 called on the sweeper. That's what we were looking for in the last pitch. Didn't get it. So Skenes gets his first strikeout as a National. Here are the players in the lineup for the Astros today. See Sean Murphy's our new catchers. Yainer Diaz left as a free agent. A lot of no names there at the bottom of the order. Cam Smith sitting on 99 career home runs. Hopefully he will get that somewhere else and not in this series. 0-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. And it's a little one hopper to second base. Abrams got it, throw to first. And that's the second out as a runner moves up to third on the play. Glad to see CJ back in the lineup. And there's their new cleanup hitter and catcher, Sean Murphy. Great power numbers, not a great batting average. He's behind 1 and 2. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 called inside corner up at the letters. And Skenes gives up a leadoff double. Strikes out 2 of the next 3 batters. Trying to get the crowd pumped as we're scoreless going to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for the Astros, another tough pitcher, Logan Gilbert. See his numbers last year. Elevated ERA. Slightly elevated whip. Still a great pitcher. Going to have our hands full today. And he has an absolutely nasty splitter, too. First batter is going to be Tom McVeigh. First pitch of the game by Gilbert is a strike on the inside corner. See Gilbert trying to get his 100th career win. Hopefully that will happen somewhere else as well. Reset now, 0-1 count. See if McVay can get on base here. Get this season started right. And here's a high fly ball into center field. Racing back, Cedric Mullins, and shy of the warning track. That was a perfect hit that didn't even get to the warning track. Wow. Here's our new revamped lineup with Willits 2, Buxton 4, CJ down to 7, Dunbar starting at third base, batting ninth. Cannot wait to see how his season plays out this year. And there's Eli. His numbers for his Rookie of the Year season. Doesn't have the stolen base prowess of Buxton, but he can get on base. Has a little more pop. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and here's a ground ball to short. Grabbed there by Pena. Throw to first, and there's 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring in James Wood. Those are career high numbers for him. Just missed 1,000 OPS on the last day of the season. Had a great postseason. Lots of home runs. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from Gilbert. There's a high fly ball to center field. Racing back is Mullins, and it is gone. Just gets over the wall, and James Wood gets us off to a quick 1-0 lead here on opening day as the fireworks go off. That's what you want to see. Not having a slow start to the season after a great year and a World Series run. James Wood keeps that hot bat going into opening day. Check this replay. Down and away, went and got it. Mullins racing back, and the wall is higher in that spot right there. He's not the tallest player anyway, and it just gets over the wall. And there we go. Quick 1-0 lead. That'll bring in Buxton, our new cleanup hitter. Disappointing batting average, great power numbers. Wasn't the greatest in postseason. A ton of stolen bases, though. He's behind 0-2 and the pitch. And swing and a miss on that slider down and away, and he strikes out to end the inning. But James Wood gets the party started early here on opening day. Solo shot to dead center field. And we're up 1-0 now. Paul Skenes on the mound. That might just be enough. And we're going to skip to the bottom of the third. Nothing happened for either team in the second inning. Harry Ford's going to be the first one up for the Nationals here in the bottom of the third. He's down 0-2. And the pitch from Gilbert is on the way. And swing and miss. He strikes out on that high four-seamer. Rode it up and in on him. That's the first out of the inning. His 4th strikeout already. Now to bring in Jeremy Dunbar, the rookie third baseman. Had a big home run in the World Series. He gets the opening day nod at third base. 1-1 count and the pitch. There's a high fly ball to right field, and that one's not coming back. Off the facing of the right field upper deck inside the foul pole, and Jeremy Dunbar starts his rookie campaign with a big fly to right field. There we go. That is the power that we saw in the postseason, saw in the minor leagues, and cannot wait to see what kind of year he puts up. Check this replay. Yeah, I don't like this drone camera because you don't get to see much other than this green tracer line, but he hit a towering shot. Keeps it inside the foul pole and reaches the upper deck. Now we're up 2-0 as we go back to the top of the order, and Tom McVay, who flied out his first time. Wow, exciting day already. 2 home runs, Wood and Dunbar. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and there's a one-hop smash to short. Pena is going to throw him out for the second out of the inning. I'm a little giddy here. Can't believe Dunbar went deep already. Now bring in Eli. He grounded out his first time. He's behind 0-2 and the pitch. And he swings and misses on that nasty splitter I told you about. Strikes out to end the inning, but Jeremy Dunbar doubles our lead to 2-0 with a towering shot to right field. Paul Skenes loves it. All right, go to the top of the 4th. Cam Smith's going to get things started for the Astros. He grounded out his first time. He's behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. And a little soft liner to left. Racing in is Langford. He's going to have that for the first out. There we go. Nice defense out there by Wyatt. Now to bring in Sean Murphy, their cleanup hitter. He struck out his first time. 2-2 count on him. Here's the pitch from Skenes. And it's going to be a ground ball first. Oh, and a bad hop. Eats up McVay, and that ball's going to get into right field for a base hit. I had no control in that play. That was an animation in the game that I had no control over. So now we have a man on with 1 out. Taylor Ward up to bat, 0-2 count. And he swings over to sweeper and strikes out for the second out here in the fourth inning. Strikeout number 7 for Skenes. He has a lot of strikeouts early in this game. See the replay. Gets him to reach it and can't reach it. Now to bring in Albie as he struck out. You're going to see a lot of guys with strikeouts when they come to the plate. 1 on, 2 out, 2-0 in the fourth. And here's a ground ball to short. Willis has it, throws a second for the force. And there we go. We pitch around the bat hop single. Skenes dominating so far. Up 2-0. Go to the bottom of the fourth inning. And we're actually going to pick it up in the bottom of the fifth. Wyatt Langford's going to lead things off. Great pitcher's duel by these two pitchers. A lot of strikeouts on both sides. 2-2 count and a pitch from Gilbert. And it's a smash into right field. And it's going to drop in front of Smith for a base hit. So we do get the leadoff man on in the fifth. It's been a struggle for our offense outside of the 2 home runs. That'll bring in CJ. He grounded out his first time. Glad to have him back in the lineup. We lose defense at second base with him, but we get a much better bat at second base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Here's a high fly ball into shallow right center field. Mullins on the run, and he's going to have that for the first out. They're in the bottom of the fifth. Now bringing in Harry Ford. Struck out his first time. Had a decent postseason, much better than the year before. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And swing and miss, and he strikes out on a curveball, so he's having a tough start with 2 Ks to start the season. 7 Ks now for Gilbert. Now to bring in Dunbar. That big solo shot his first time up. At 1 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the fifth. 2-2 count and the pitch. And he swings and misses and strikes out on that splitter down and in. Ends the inning, so Langford gets a leadoff hit. Can't move him up or get him in. We're up 2-0 now as we head to the sixth. And leading off for the Astros in the sixth, Jeremy Pena, the only guy that's been doing really well on either side. Single and a double his first 2 times. Skenes had trouble with him today. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And there's a pop-up down the left field line over by the stands. Langford racing over, and he's got enough room and got that as the ball boy has to get out of the way. That's the first out here in the 6th inning. Now to bring in Correa. He's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Told you Skenes has a lot of strikeouts. He's made Correa look bad today. 0-2 count and the pitch. And strike 3 called, so he goes down for the 3rd time today. Skenes up to 10 strikeouts now. See this replay. Just paints it at the letters right over the plate. And that'll bring in Cam Smith. He's 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out. And nobody on and 2 out here in the 6th. 2-0 lead. 1-2 pitch on the way. And he swings and misses and strikes out on that low fastball. So Skenes up to 11 strikeouts now. Totally dominating these Astros batters. As the top of the order will be up for us in the bottom half of the inning. Let's go, boys. Need more runs. Leading off will be first baseman Tom McVeigh. Fly out and a ground out. Had a really good postseason. See if he can get going here early. 2-1 count and the pitch. There's a line shot right to short. So, man, he's hit the ball. That's 2 perfect hits, but right at defenders. And that'll bring in Eli now with nobody on and 1 out. See if he can get on in front of James. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Gilbert. There's a ground ball to second base. And, it gets off Albie's glove, and he's going to get on safely. And is that a hit? Yep, they're going to give him a hit. No error flashed up, so he's going to get his first hit of the year. Now to bring in James. He's 1 for 2 with a home run. Dead center field shot to start the game. 2-2 count on him now. And a pitch from Gilbert. And it's a pop-up up the left side over by the opening day logo. Correa's got it, and that's a second out. A little jam shot pitch ate him up. Now to bring in Byron now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out. Need him to come up big here with 1 on and 2 out. Down 0-2. And the pitch. And swing and a miss, and he strikes out for the 2nd time today. So Willits gets on. Can't get him in. We're going to go to the top half of the inning. Pitcher's duel here. 2-0 Nationals lead as we go to the 7th. And they would go down 1-2-3 in the top half. So Grant Holman's going to come in now. Thank God, get Gilbert off the mound. It's been a struggle other than those 2 home runs. So Holman's going to try and keep it at a 2-0 deficit for the Astros. And Vinny strikeout and a flyout today. He's going to be the first man up for the Nats here in the bottom of the 7th inning. He's behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. There's a little flare, medium shot to right center, and Cam Smith's going to have that for the first out here in the 7th inning. That'll bring in Wyatt Langford. First pitch to him is a high fly ball in the right field. Smith will drift back, shy of the track on the edge, and now on the track, and he's got it for the second out. That'll bring in CJ now with nobody on and 2 out. He's hitless on the day as well. Get him on base and steal him in a scoring position. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and there's a shot past first base into right field. There we go. See if we can get a 2-out rally going now as he gets his first hit of the season. There you go, CJ, and you know what's going to happen on the very first pitch. Harry Ford at the plate. There he goes. Here's the pitch. Strike, throw down, and he's in safe with a stolen base. His first of the season. Now we have a man in scoring position with 2 outs. Get the replay that. Good jump. And wasn't particularly close at second base. The only bad thing about this is Harry Ford had 75 contact against righties, and it drops to 60 with a man in scoring position with his clutch rating. And he's going to strike out to end the inning. So he strikes out again. And we get a man on, get him in scoring position. Can't get him in. Holman holds the fort as we go to the 8th inning. Nationals up 2-0. A new pitcher for the Nationals going to be Pete Fairbanks. Had a great postseason for us. Good rebound from the regular season where he got taken out of the closer role. And Zach DeZenzo, the first baseman, who's hitless on the day, is going to step in here. Need Pete to just hold them where they're at until we can get Whitlock in the 9th. And here's a little floater, and that's going to get down and be a base hit to center field. So the Astros get their leadoff man on. Wasn't hit very hard, but he hit it just where nobody was at. That'll bring in Cedric Mullins. He's over 2 with a strikeout. He represents a tying run, though. 1-2 count. And the pitch. It's a ground ball. Off McVeigh, by McVeigh, down the right field line. Man on first is going to go to third. Here's the throw to second, and Mullins is out easily trying to stretch that to a double. So, great play out there by James Wood. He's like, yeah, don't be running on me. I got a good arm. And he guns him down. They still have a man on third and 1 out. Joseph Sullivan, rookie, making his Major League debut tonight. He's glad Skenes is not on the mound. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's a little ground ball. And by Willits in the left field. And that's going to be an RBI single. Cut this lead in half. Make it 2-1 now. Sullivan gets his first Major League hit and RBI. He represents the tying run now at first. Going to get the ball. Send that home to mom and dad as usual. And he's really glad that Skenes is out of the game. That'll bring in Jeremy Pena. Double and a single today. Been the hardest man for us to get out. He represents the go-ahead run. 2-2 count and the pitch. And is a ground ball to short. Willits has it. Flip to second for 1. Relay to first. And he beats it out easily. So we only get 1 on the play. See this replay. And that should be a double play because you can't slide through the second baseman like that anymore. And that'll bring in Carlos Correa. Tying run at first. 2 out here in the 8th. 1-0 pitch. Strike, runner goes, throw down. He's in safe. Got to pay attention to Pena. He can steal bags. His 95 speed. Now the tying runs at second base with 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Correa goes deep, 2-run shot, and now the Astros have a 3-2 lead. Unbelievable. Goes 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, facing Skenes. Fairbanks, that cutter was not in a bad spot. That was up. It was over the plate, but it was up. And Correa makes him pay, and just like that, a great start by Skenes, goes by the board, and we are down 3-2. Unbelievable. Guy looks so bad for 3 at-bats. See this replay. Yeah, that was a high. That was letter high. That was not a bad pitch. So tip your cap to him, but what is with our bullpen giving up home runs? I pitched all postseason with them last year and had the same problem. And that's going to be it for Fairbanks. He gives up 3 singles and a home run in the inning. Luckily, we threw the guy out at second, or to be down 4-2. Not the day he was envisioning at all. The new pitcher is going to be Louis Varland. He had an outstanding season for us last year. And if you're starting a franchise, that is somebody you definitely want to go get. He'll be a cheap closer option for you, and he can definitely be a long-term closer. Now Cam Smith's going to step in. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Wow. Can't believe we're losing 3-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Louis on the way. And there's a pop-up on the infield. CJ's going to have that, and that'll be the 3rd out. We come to the inning with a 2-0 lead. And now we go to the bottom of the 8th, trailing 3-2. Had to take Skenes out. He had way over 100 pitches, like 110 pitches. And we just got to do a better job in the bullpen. And we went down 1-2-3 in the 8th, so we're going to skip to the top of the 9th. Sean Murphy, 1 for 3 with a single, trying to lead things off for the Astros. Louis Varland still on the mound. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and swings and misses and strikes out on a high fastball. It's his 2nd K of the day for Murphy. Need a 1st out here in the 9th. That'll bring in Taylor Ward. He's hitless. 2 strikeouts on the day. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Varland. There's a high fly ball in the right field. Wood racing back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Into the bullpen. Another bullpen home run allowed. And it's now 4-2. Unbelievable. I just don't understand why our bullpen cannot give up. Can't stop giving up. See, I can't even talk. I can't believe we give up so many home runs by our relievers. That pitch was right down the middle. So I can't fault that. That was a little above belt high. But it just seems like no matter who I bring in, who I pitch with, we give up a home run with our relievers. And that's going to be it for Louis. As now we're going to have to get a man on base to tie the game instead of having a chance to tie it with one swing of the bat. Man. And Jose Alvarado had a tough year out of the bullpen in the sim with us, but I pitched excellently with him in the postseason, so hopefully that will turn him around and have a good season this year. Going to turn Ozzy Albies around to bat right-handed for the first time. See, he's also struck out today. Count goes full, and the pitch is going to be a ground ball. This time grabbed by McVeigh, steps on the bag, and that's a 2nd out here in the top of the 9th. That'll bring in DeZenzo, who started last inning with that little bloop single. First pitch swinging, ground ball to short, grab there by Willits. Throw to first, and there, good job by Alvarado to shut him down and get the last 2 outs. But Taylor Ward extends the lead, makes it 4-2 Astros as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Come on, boys. Get somebody on so we can drive him in. And coming in and out of the pens, give me the closer, Edwin Uceda. He had 41 saves last year, but he also blew 8 games, 5 losses. So he can blow saves, cost them games. And James Wood going to be leading things off. Man, that home run by Varland. Wood could tie it with one swing of the bat, but now he has to get on base, and somebody else is going to have to tie it with a home run. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Wood. There's a smash past third base into left field down the line. And Wood's going to get on base. There we go. Leadoff single. And that will bring the tying run to the plate. Does his job getting on base. See this replay. Just drives that to the left. Past the diving Correa. And that'll bring in Buxton having a tough night. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a pop out. He can redeem himself with a big fly right here. 2-2 count. And the pitch. And swing and a miss as he strikes out on that sinker up and in. His 3rd strikeout of the night. Definitely not the opening day he was looking for. See the replay. Kind of backs up a little bit, but he's still a day late. And that'll bring in Vinny now. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Tying run at the plate. 1 out. Bottom of the 9th. 1-2 pitch. There's a smash to second. Oh, and it eats up Albies. And it goes all the way to the wall. Wood on his way to 3rd. And Vinny's going to have to stop at first because that 24 speed did not want to get him thrown out trying to extend that. That's too bad. We're going to bring in Denzel Clark, who has much better speed. He represents the tying run at first. Wyatt Langford, 1 for 3 with a single at the plate. Had a great postseason for us. Just needs to get this ball out of the infield in the air, get a run in. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up on the infield, and Pena doesn't really even have to move. A couple steps was left, and he's got it. And that's a tough out for us. Runners don't move. 2 outs. And at the corners. Now I'll bring in CJ. He's 1 for 3 with a single. He definitely has the power to walk this game off right here. Behind an account 1-2. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss and a pitch in the dirt. Murphy's got it, throws to first, and just like that, we go from a 2-0 dominating game by Paul Skenes to dropping this game 4-2. As our bullpen lets us down, gives up 4 runs in the last 2 innings. Offense generates only 2 runs on 2 solo homers, so it wasn't like our offense was hitting the ball all over the field either. Astros coming to town, get dominated for 7 innings and steal a win at the end as Holman goes to 1-0, Fairbanks to 0-1, and Uceda gets his first save of the season as we check out this box score. 8 hits for them, no walks, 13 strikeouts. Murphy and Correa 3 strikeouts each. Pena 2 hits, we gave up 2 home runs. Gilbert pitched a really good game, and their bullpen shut us down. No runs allowed. Our side, 2 hits for Wood. No walks, 12 strikeouts, including 3 by Buxton and Ford. 2 solo homers. Skenes, 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 12 strikeouts. And Fairbanks and Varland give up 4 runs in an inning and a third. And that's the story of the game. Total domination, and the bullpen blows it late. And what a disappointing loss that was. Totally dominating with Skenes. I'm going to love pitching with him. I just need to try to not strike out so many guys so he can get into the 8th, 9th inning and not have to rely on the bullpen in his starts if at all possible. And we're going to sim this game here with Shane facing Gavin Stone. And we win 6-3. There we go. Bounce back. Give up 2 home runs in that game. And we got to Stone and another reliever. 2 hits for Buxton, 2 hits for Langford, Willits and Pasquantino with home runs. 5 walks in the game. Couple of stolen bases. McClanahan, 7 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts, 1 run allowed. Mayton gives up 2. Again, our bullpen. But Whitlock finishes off, gets the save. Now we go to game 3, going for the series win. Brady Singer against Mitch Keller. And we win 6-4. There we go. Check the box score. Give up 7 hits, 4 walks, but no home runs. Get to Keller early, 5 runs. Our side, 2 hits for Langford, 3 hits for Abrams, 2 hits for Dunbar, 3 walks. Abrams and Dunbar with home runs, so Dunbar's got his 2nd of the year. Singer, 3 runs and 5 1/3. Romero gives up a run, gets the window in relief, and Sterner and Whitlock finish it off. So we win that series 2-1. Now the Braves come to town for 3. Cade Horton against AJ Smith-Shaver. And we win 7-2. There we go. Give up 1 home run in that game, 4 walks. We get to Smith-Shaver and Lara early, 7 runs in 7 innings. Found out 9 hits. Dunbar, 2 for 4, drives in 3. We have 6 walks in the game. Abrams with a home run. Cade Horton, 2 runs, 1 earned over 6 innings. Bullpen shuts it down from there. Now we get to the game that I want to highlight. Second game in this episode, Jeff Ullman facing Hurston Waldrop, and we will just play lock with Jeff. I'll show you the offensive numbers at the end of the game in the box score, but I want to show Jeff and to get that Major League debut on record in this episode, and then we're going to skip ahead, play all, sim the rest of these games, and want to get to this date so we can look at the draft prospects for the first time. We are picking last. We also have an additional early pick because of Eli Willits getting Rookie of the Year. So we're going to have 2 picks very close to back-to-back at the end of the first round. So hopefully our Discovery Scout can find somebody, definitely a hitter. There'll be plenty of pitchers to choose from. But after that, we'll wrap up this episode. But I want to get into this start right now with Jeff Ullman as he makes his Major League debut at home. And the Braves in town, 0-4 in the season. We're at 3-1, and this is a day I've been waiting for since we drafted this guy, Jeff Ullman, making his Major League debut. Yes, welcome to the show, Jeff. And we're all excited. Can't wait to see how he does and see our top 10 prospects. He comes at number 2, number 20 in Major League Baseball. See Dunbar at 6. And we have 7 of the top 10 on our top prospects are pitchers. Got to find some more hitters in the draft, but we're going to focus on a pitcher here today. And this is a big start for him. Big start in the series as he's going to take on a very tough Atlanta Braves roster. Gunnar Henderson leading things off. New free agent signee by the Braves. First pitch is a strike at the letters. Good start already for the youngster right there. Runs the count to 0-2. Looking for a strikeout. Here's the pitch. He has a little jam shot floater to short, and Willits is going to have it. And there he goes. First at bat. Gets the out. Take a look at this Braves lineup. Bunch of lefties. You see Acuna and Clement are the only true righties. Couple of switch hitters, but it's very lefty laden. So we're going to see very quickly if Jeff Allman can get lefties out at the major league level with this packed lineup. Acuna, I mentioned him before, stepping in, having a slow start to the season, but only takes one swing of the bat and he can park one. 1-1 count. Here's a pitch from Jeff. And there's a fly ball in the right field. Wood a couple of steps back. He'll settle and have that. And there we go. 2 up, 2 down in the first inning for Jeff Allman. That'll bring in right fielder Leonardo Rivas playing right while Acuna DHs today. Got a 1-1 count on him. And the pitch on the way. And it's a fly ball into right center field, racing over is Buxton, and he's got it right at the edge of the track. I wasn't sure if he's going to get there or not. That's what happens when we get 95-plus speed in the outfield. Braves go down 1-2-3 as we head to the bottom of the first here in Jeff Allman's debut. And we would strand the bases loaded in the bottom of the first, not score a run, and Anthony Santander is going to step in, lead things off for the Braves. We all know he's a very strong, powerful hitter. 0-2 pitch, and as a pop-up down the right field line, Abrams racing over behind first, and he's going to settle and have that. There we go. One tough batter out to start the second inning. That's going to bring in another tough hitter, lefty this time. Matt Olson having a very tough start. He's a former home run champion in the National League. 0-1 count on him. Here's the pitch. And there's a ground ball. Diving, stopped by Abrams. Scrambles, picks, throws, and he just gets him at first base. What a play there by CJ. Doesn't have the greatest range anymore. That's why he got moved to second. Here's the replay. Pulls the pitch. Looks like he's going to get through. Diving stop, knocks it down, scrambles, and just gets him less than half a step at first base. That'll bring in Drake Baldwin, former Rookie of the Year, their catcher. Nobody on. 2 out here in the second. Full count on him. Here's pitch number 9 of the at-bat, and there's a tapper to first base. McVay's got it, steps on the bag, and a nice 1-2-3 inning again for Jeff Allman and the Nationals. And we're scoreless heading to the bottom of the second. And we would score a run on a pair of errors in the inning by the Braves. We're up 1-0, and Ernie Clement, their second baseman, is going to lead things off here in the third inning. Former Blue Jay. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Ullman. There's a shot into right field, racing over his Wood, and he's going to let it drop. Get that ball back in. Braves get their first hit of the game. Wasn't going to get there, so he just made sure it wasn't an extra base hit. That'll bring in Michael Harris now. First pitch to him. There's a rocket to second base. Throw to second for 1, relay to first, and there we go. 4-6-3. Double play just like that. Takes away that leadoff base hit. See the replay. Harris absolutely crushed that pitch. One hopper, but right at CJ, and a great turn at second. Now the Braves have nobody on and 2 out. Brett Wisely filling in for the injured Austin Riley, who was on the DL to start the season. 2-1 count on Wisely. Here's the pitch. And there's a little fly ball into left center field. Racing over is Langford, and he's going to have that. And there we go. Wasn't a 1-2-3 inning, but only 3 guys came up. We're through 3 innings. Allman has only faced the minimum 9 batters. We're up 1-0. Time to get some more runs. And we would get another run in the bottom half. Vinny Pasquantino with a solo homer, so we go back to the top of the order. And Gunnar Henderson for the Braves. 0-1 pitch to him. The pop-up, first base side over by the coach's box. McVay going to have that. And there we go. Another dangerous hitter goes down easily. 1 up, 1 down here in the fourth. That'll bring in Acuna. Said before, very dangerous hitter. Only has 3 hits, 18 at-bats to start the season. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. And there's a tapper to third base. Dunbar charge, gets it. Jump throw, and he gets him easily at first base. Nice play by the rookie, not known for his defense, but he has a strong arm. You see this replay. It's a tapper, high bouncer, charges it, gets it, and does the jump throw, and you can see how strong that arm is. He's a future right fielder once he learns how to play defense better. That'll bring in Rivas. First pitch to him. There's a line shot in the left field right at Langford, and that's the third out. So easy 1-2-3 inning again for Jeff Ullman. To go to the bottom of the fourth inning, Braves are up 2-0. And we would load the bases again, but not score any runs in the bottom of the fourth. So Anthony Santander is going to lead things off for the Braves here in the top of the fifth. Not only had bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's strike three at the knees as Jeff Ullman gets his first major league strikeout right there. That pitch right there at the knees. There we go. Got a tough hitter in Santander. Check this replay. Ullman is going to be more of a pitch to contact type of pitcher. He'll get strikeouts. He's just not going to strike out double digits very often. That'll bring in Matt Olson, who grounded out his first time. Nobody on, 1 out here in the fifth. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. There's a line shot in the left center field, and that ball is down and over the wall into the bullpen for a ground rule double for Matt Olson. See this replay. He went with the pitch. He's got power. Drove that pitch to the gap. And even though we got speed in the outfield, nobody was getting to it. Hops over. So they're going to have a man on second base with 1 out. Drake Baldwin at the plate. First pitch to him is by the catcher all the way to the backstop, and Olson's going to go to third. That was a very wild pitch there by Ullman. Now they have a man in scoring position. Actually, a man on third and less than 2 out. Here's the replay. Overcooked the slider, and Ford had no chance. So like I said, now they have a man at third, less than 2 out. Just need to get the ball to the outfield, get a run in. Here's the pitch to Baldwin, and there's a fly ball in the center field. Buxton back. Runner tags. Here's the catch. Here's the throw, and he is going to be safe. Took forever for him to get rid of that ball, and now they cut the lead to 2-1. Ernie Clement's going to step in now with nobody on and 2 out, and the first pitch to him is a base hit to center field, so the Braves aren't done here in the 5th inning. Get the tying run on with 2 out. By far the toughest inning for Ullman so far. That'll bring in Michael Harris. That rocket double play his first time. He's only got 3 hits on the season so far. 0-1 count on him. And the pitch. And ball, throw down, and safe as Clement catches him napping there. Steals second base. His first of the season. Now the tying run's at second base with 2 out. 2-2 count and the pitch. And check swing, strike 3. Takes it at the letters on the inside corner. And Ullman gives up his first run in the majors. Gets out of the jam, though. We're up 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. And we would go down 1-2-3 in the 5th, so we go to the top of the 6th. Brett Wisely's going to lead things off for Atlanta. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Ullman. And here's a ground ball worm burner right up the middle into center field. 25 hopper. And the Braves are going to have their leadoff man on here in the 6th. They'll bring in Gunnar Henderson. First pitch is high off the catcher, gets away, and the runner's going to be down to second base. They're going to have the tying run at second now, and that's scored a wild pitch. Wasn't sure what it had. Let's check this replay. Throws it, and it missed it. Looks like it went off the umpire. Ford gets it. Just totally whiffed on that ball. So now we have a man on second base and nobody out. Henderson works the count full. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up into shallow left field. Racing in is Langford, and he's going to take it on the run for the first out as the runner has to stay at second base. Got one dangerous hitter out. Got another one here in Acuna. Here's the first pitch to him, and it's going to be a ground ball to third. Dunbar's got it. Easy throw to first. Rocket throw. That's the second out. Acuna doesn't come through. Dunbar's played great defense today in his debut. Now to bring in Rivas. 0 for 2 with 2 lineouts. Tying run here at second base, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. There's a shot into right center field, racing over is Buxton. He's not going to get it, off the wall. Run scores, throw comes back in, and Rivas ties this game with an RBI double to right center field. Ullman thought he was going to get out of this inning with the lead, but have a tie game and another dangerous hitter coming up, and Anthony Santander struck him out his last time. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch, and there's a ground ball to first base, backhanded by McVay. He's going to run to the bag, and that's the third out. But the Braves get a big 2-out RBI by Rivas. They tie this game at 2 as we go to the bottom half. Wood, Buxton, and Vinny coming up. And we would not score, and Ullman is done. Alvarado's going to come in and replace him. Ullman had 72 pitches, I believe, but he was getting tired. A lot of innings he had to work out of jams. And we're going to turn over to the bullpen, and we get a walk-off win in extra innings as Harry Ford gets a sacrifice fly to get us the 3-2 win. I believe in the 11th inning. You see we take the first 2 games of the series as Phil Maton gets the win, Kirkering the loss. Check out the box score. 2 hits for Clement, 2 hits for Wisely. They had 3 walks, 11 strikeouts, couple of doubles. Good, well, Waldrop didn't start great. He had 7 walks. He got out of there. Bullpen did great to the very end of that game. Our side, 2 hits for Ford, 10 walks in the game, 4 by James Wood. Amazing, 10 walks. Home run by Vinny. Ullman with 2 wild pitches. 2 runs, 5 hits, no walks, 2 Ks in 6 innings. Bullpen only allows 1 hit in the last 5 innings, and they pump out 9 strikeouts of their own. And they did a great job this time. Didn't give up any runs, any home runs. And we get the dub. Ullman doesn't get the win, but the team does. And while Jeff Ullman does not get the win in his Major League debut, he pitched a very good game there. Bullpen was outstanding. And we go to Game 3. Paul Skenes against Joe Ryan. Battle of Aces as we try to sweep the series and win our 5th straight game after that opening day bullpen debacle. And we lose 2-0. Gunnar Henderson and Michael Harris both with solo shots. The only runs of the game is Joe Ryan. 9 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 12 strikeouts. So he outduels Paul Skenes. Our side, Tanya subbing in at short. Gets a hit and a walk. James Wood with a hit. Look at all those strikeouts, 12 strikeouts. Had Caleb Lomavita playing third base. Where was Okamoto? He should be playing third base. Skenes, 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 walks, only 4 strikeouts. And Fairbanks gave up the second of the 2 home runs. Another bullpen home run. Now we go on the road for a 6-game road trip to LA and Arizona. Shane McClanahan against Yoshinobu Yamamoto in Game 1. And we drop that 7-3. James Wood with a home run, 3 hits for Vinny. 4 walks in the game. McClanahan, 3 runs and 4 2/3. 8 hits allowed. Just had to throw too many pitches. Sasaki comes in and gives up 4 runs against his former team. Zach Neto is their new shortstop. He hits 2 home runs. Mookie Betts must be on the bench as Yamamoto pitched a really good game. Go to Game 2, Brady Singer, River Ryan. And Brady is injured for 1 to 2 weeks. That means we're going to be moving Sasaki into the rotation until he comes back. But we win 12-2. Vinny with his 3rd home run. Buxton has 2 hits, Ford 2 hits, Dunbar 2 hits. Dunbar's hitting 400, guys. 7 walks in the game. Singer only lasts 2 2/3. Sasaki 2 1/3, gives up both runs. Bullpen shuts it down. And that's one reason why we carry Sasaki as our long reliever. We can just shift him into the rotation as needed, and we don't have to call somebody up from the minor leagues. Now we get our first look at the scouting. Here's our picks. We pick at 30 and 31. So back-to-back picks. That is awesome. Don't have to worry about somebody getting stolen in between. We don't have a second-round pick because we signed Paul Skenes. So got to nail those first 2 picks because we only have 2 in the first 100. And it's just going to be guys with high potential, those last 4 picks. So we really, really need our Discovery Scout to do something big this year. And yeah, I would be perfectly fine having 2 hitters with those picks, and then we'll just go with potential the rest of the draft. But see what's out here. This 21-year-old starting pitcher, Jonathan Bagley. Looks like he's very good. First overall, be MLB ready for the most part. Catcher, 2nd. There we go. I don't think he's generational, but he looks really good. Another guy that's not going to be at the top with those 99s. Right fielder. Again, he's got 4 things at 99 on present, so he's not going to be there. It means his contact and all that stuff's going to be in the 40s. Left fielder, number 5. He's got 1 at 99, 2 at 99, so he'll be lower than that. Starting pitcher, he's very tight, so he'll be one off. So he's one of those guys that'll be, it could be like 79 potential, 78 overall. I can use him right away. He only has 3 pitches, though. Let's go look. Definitely look at closers. We may end up snagging one of these guys. That guy looks awesome right off the rip. 2-seamer, curve, changeup, slider. Doesn't throw very hard. But man, look at all those high ratings there. Again, could be a guy with, 89 potential and 81 overall. That would be great. DeAndre Cutler, it's an older guy. Control's a little bit low. Everything else looks really good. Left-hander. Then we get into the non-rated guys. Any relievers out here? Doesn't look like it. Nothing special. So very light on the relief pitcher closer side. We got to start looking somewhere around 25 to 35. Jorge Hernandez. Not great contact, but great defense, great power. Definitely something, I'm going to put him down right now as our first guy to look at because I don't want to forget about him. We'll go center field there. We'll take a look at some more catchers and other positions. Catcher's a little bit light in the organization. Guy's got really good hitting and really good defense. Vision and discipline and clutch in good spots. Arm strength is a little Power's a little but that's not bad. Not bad at all. Another one that can't field, has a great arm and great power. At first base, this guy is not going to come in at the top end because of his durability being so high. He could be an outfielder. Yeah, very good hitting outfielder. 6'2", 190, right-handed bat like that. There's an older one that's a switch hitter. Wouldn't mind that. Benji Malone. Good arm, good defense. Another guy we could move to the outfield if need be. Stanley Knott, second base. Really good hitting. Defense is lower than everything else, but good speed, good contact. Love that vision, discipline, clutch, contact, speed. And his power isn't that bad, so just need to work on his defense. That's not bad at all. Wonder if he can play other positions. And he's 6 foot 220, so he could definitely move to the outfield if need be. Wendell Strange, got some power, really good defense, good arm, good speed. Another guy could go to the outfield, 6'5", 240. Especially, that's a right field build right there. Ethan Baker at third base. Very flat all the way across the board. Not bad at all. Probably won't come in at the top of that. So somewhere in the 80s and the 60s. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Here's an older shortstop, Curtis Law. 21 years old. Hits lefties well. Good arm strength, good speed, decent defense. Power's not that bad. There's a 21-year-old right fielder, Fabio Alvarez. And I don't expect him to be a 98, so maybe we take 10, 15 off. So automatically puts his hitting down in the 40s and the 30s. Really good speed, but not much else. This guy's pretty good hitting, great fielding, great speed, not a great arm. He moved to left field. Another one, good, decent defense, good hitting skill, great speed, not much power. I don't see anything that really jumps out at me in that, so we'll get some guys scattered up here, and hopefully our Discovery Scout can find something on the hitting side. I'm only going to discover a few pitchers, mostly because we're going to be picking 4 guys late, so I want to get more weeks in with our Discovery guy, so I want to see if we can get some Discovery guys on the pitching early, maybe the first 4 weeks, and then the last 10 weeks we'll go for hitters. And that's going to wrap it up on this episode. We went 5-3 in our first 8 games, have a half-game lead over the Marlins and the Phillies. And Jeremy Dunbar doing well so far in his first 25 at-bats this year. 2 home runs, 7 RBI, hitting .400, batting in the 9 spot. And at some point I might switch him with CJ, get that speed in front of McVay and Willits, and get Dunbar up higher in the order, just kind of see how it goes. I don't want to have too many lefties back-to-back in the order so that they can't just load up on left-handed pitching against us. The Okamoto needs to get some at-bats as well. So anyway, good start, and hopefully we can keep things going. Hey, if you guys like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit the notification bell so you know when the next episode goes live. We'll try and crank out 2 months of games in the next episode and keep you updated on the scouting for those back-to-back picks at the end of the first round. And as we try to win another division and get back to the World Series for the 3rd year in a row and defend our title. You guys take care, and I will see you soon. Go Nats.